Hello everyone, this is 12th Harbinger and welcome to my channel. Citlali has many different multipliers, so it can be a bit confusing to build her. In this video, I will give you a build guide for her, so without any further ado, let's jump right into it. If you don't know Citlali's kit, I have made a video where I explain her kit. You can check it out. It is a bit outdated, but mostly same. There should only be some multiplier or duration changes. Basically, her kit is just using E and Q. Citlali's shield scales on her elemental mastery, so you would want to use weapons with elemental mastery to strengthen her shield, or weapons that buff your team. Elemental mastery is good for her damage in melt teams. The best weapon for her is obviously going to be her signature weapon, Starcaller's Watch. This weapon gives 265 elemental mastery and an additional 100 from its substat. After she creates a shield, the damage of the active party member is increased by 28%. This weapon is an all-rounder and great for strong shield, Citlali's personal damage, and for overall team damage. But don't worry, there are some decent alternatives, even though they are not as good as this weapon. The second best weapon for strengthening her shield will be Nahida's signature, 1,000 Floating Dreams. It also gives 265 elemental mastery, and based on your team comp, it gives the equipping character either elemental mastery or elemental damage bonus. It gives 32 elemental mastery for each character with same elemental type, and 10% elemental damage bonus for characters with different element. Additionally, it increases the elemental mastery of the entire team by 40. This weapon is not that amazing for buffing the team, but it can increase Citlali's own damage. Wandering Evenstar is another weapon that you can use for strong shield and giving some small buff to the team. It gives the wielder attack based on their elemental mastery, and a portion of this buff is shared with other teammates. Sacrificial Fragments and Mappa Mare are some other EM weapon options to maximize her shield. If you don't care about Citlali's damage and want to focus only on buff, you can never go wrong with the R5 Thrilling Tales weapon, as long as the main DPS scales on attack. It will weaken her shield a bit as it does not give elemental mastery, but as long as you can dodge, this weapon is one of the best for buffing your main DPS. However, it sacrifices her damage. Favonius is another amazing weapon for team support. It also provides energy recharge, which is great for Citlali. The energy it provides to the team can help with smooth rotations. If you want more damage from Citlali, you can use offensive weapons with crit or attack stats. I personally recommend Widsith for this, as you will be swapping into Citlali. Use her E and Q to drop the nuke damage, then swap out. She can benefit from all the 3 buffs, which makes it one of the best choices for her. Moving on to her artifacts. Citlali only has one best artifact choice, and it is the Scroll of the Hero of Cinder City, the best set for support characters from Natlan. The 2-piece gives energy, which is great, and the 4-piece gives 40% elemental damage bonus, which activates after triggering a reaction, and the damage bonus is for both the elements involved in the reaction. If you don't have the access to this set, you can use 4-piece Tenacity of Millilith or Noblesse Oblige till you get the Cinder City set. Citlali's Burst is very important as it gives additional Night Soul points which she needs, so it is important to have enough energy recharge on her to cast it every rotation. However, it is quite hard to tell as I am not sure about her particle generation, but around 160 to 180% energy recharge is a safe amount to go for. For her artifact stats, energy recharge or elemental mastery on Sands, elemental mastery on Goblet and Crit, or elemental mastery on Circlet. If you want to maximize her damage, you can opt for a cryo damage bonus Goblet too. And for her substats, look for energy recharge until required. Then crit stats, elemental mastery and attack percent is decent too. I will make a detailed guide for her team comps soon, so subscribe to stay tuned. And that's all for this video. Don't forget to like and share the video. Thanks for watching.